Shalom. It's the Brother Maccabee from GMS, Colorado. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ukakadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel, whether you can accept that or not. I would like to also extend a sincere shalom to all my Akim who are out there pushing this truth to the four corners and four winds in truth and sincerity. May you brothers stay strong, as well as the brothers and Aquath, Lakia, who the prophecy of the speckled bird applies to, where your forefathers go back to the Negroes, Latinos, or Native Americans, even though you may not look as such. All right, to you, I say shalom. Just going to jump right in here, with this lesson. This is First Peter's, and I'm going to read 2 here, okay? This is First Peter's 1 and 2, and it reads, elect according to the foreknowledge of Yahweh, the Father, through sanctification of the Spirit, unto obedience in the sprinkling of the blood of the Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. Grace unto you, and peace be multiplied. Here, first and foremost, I just want to make the acknowledgement that Peter is speaking to the elect of Israel. All right, having the understanding that from the foretime, from before you were born, before you were made seed, that this message was for you, for the brothers who have been called to this calling. Many are called, but few are chosen, kind of thing. To be the elect of Israel, man, it is an esteemed honor. Lord willing, it's been bestowed upon the brothers that are doing the work and attempting to walk in the way of the narrow gate and the straight way. May brothers be endured in that, as we all hope to be. Okay, let's jump down here to 3. Blessed be Yahweh and the Father of our Mashiach Yahweh Shai, which according to his abundant mercies have begotten us again unto the lively hope by the resurrection of the Mashiach Yahweh Shai from the dead, all right, to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you. Okay, and when the Most High has laid up our treasures in heaven, man, all right, when this second coming occurs, and we go through what we're going to go through here in Jacob's trouble, the end goal is that we remain uncorruptible and undefiled unto Yahweh Shai, so that we can receive these blessings, man. All right, but these blessings have only been bestowed to the elect of Israel, okay, which consists of the 144,000 men, all right, and the 1/3 that is chosen to come through the fire, all right. Salakia, who are kept in the power by Yahweh through faith and unto ready to be revealed in the last time. And we're in those last times, and the men of the Lord, they are being revealed to you. All right, you have Donald Trump basically getting on television and saying they're not going to believe the doom preachers. You know what? You don't have to believe, man. You know what? If your faith, so what if you don't believe, man? You'll die in your unbelief, as the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing. It's not about, you being able to say what Yahweh's going to do. Yahweh's going to do exactly prophecy for Babylon to fall. It's prophecy for America to be swallowed up in that, because this is great Babylon. All right. It's prophecy for the Edomites to fall from power. Okay. And it's prophecy for Jacob to take rulership and to push, the new world, and for Yahweh to destroy the old world so that he can create the heavens here, man. Okay, for Jacob. Salakia. Where ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness, all right, through manifold temptation, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perisheth, through it be tried as with fire, all right, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of the Mashiach Yahweh Shai, all right, which is what we're going through, man. We're going through what we're going through now to prove our worthiness, man, to prove our worthiness unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, to try to be collected in that number of elect men. All right. By how do we do that? By trying to keep the righteous acts, by trying to make sure that you can be available to be at camp every week, to participate in camp activities, to further your connection with the Most High, by meditation, prayer, reflecting on the things that reflecting on yourself, praying on matters. We're all battling and contending for this faith, man. One way or another, and we're not going to get through it without being tried as fire. So, take your infirmities when they come, man. Trying to continue to be in that humble spirit that you were in when you first heard these things. Because when it doesn't really matter, where you learned it or who you learned it from. But when you heard it, you were humble enough to take this in as truth, man. All right. Trying to remain in that spirit is something that is precedent and important to your success in this truth. Not getting too high, not getting too low. Staying in a relative humble mindset, man. That we as brothers, we as men, we are worms to the Most High, and He cares. He don't care about no vainglory, man. All right, the Most High is not with no vainglory, man. All right. Trying to remain humble and following and walking in His ways and statutes should be glory enough. All right. Whom having not seen, ye love in. All right. Ye love, and whom thou now ye see not, yet believing ye rejoice with an unspeakable and full of with joy unspeakable and full of glory. All right. Which is what, how we should be, man. We've not laid on Yahweh. Us as men have not laid eyes on Yahweh Shai. He's not with us anymore. In this time, in the time that we live in, him being in the spirit realm, and us not having a physical presence, man. You may find some people find a lot of difficulty in believing in things they can't see or feel or touch, man. All right. For brothers to have an ultimate faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right. We believe in things that people don't, that people don't, man. All right. You've been blessed with true faith, man. Okay. That's something that's worth, being humble and holding on to. Like I said, remaining in that mind state of humility and understanding that the Most High has bestowed a great honor upon us, man. All right. All we have to do is try to maintain and continue to walk in that way so that we can receive the end game, right? That's the whole point. Receiving the end of your faith, even though the salvation of souls, all right? The salvation of your soul, Salakia. Just let me jump down a little bit. Bear with me. I'm going to jump down to about 20. Actually, to about 20. Yeah, to 20. All right. And it's still a good read, but just jumping down to some points. All right. That's still in 1 Peter's 1. All right, so this is 1 Peter's 1 and 20 now. Who verily was foreordained, all right? Foreordained being foreordained in a past time, all right? Ordained in a past sense, okay? Before the foundation of the earth. So who verily was foreordained before the foundation of the earth. So before the foundation of the earth, man, the Most High picked the spirits that He was going to pull through in the end time, man. All right. You were chosen to either live or get through this thing a long time ago, man. Like Timothy says, that when the Most High says he formed you in the belly, man. All right. Who verily was foreordained before the foundation of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you, whom by Him do believe in Yahweh, that raised up from the dead and gave Him glory, that your faith and hope might be in Yahweh. All right. Seeing you have purified your souls in obeying the truth. All right. And so trying to keep on going about the righteous acts, maintaining a humble spirit, dealing brotherly with the brothers, trying to partake in activities of the camp, man. Trying to help brothers succeed in the camp, sharpening brothers, all of those things. Refraining from the pastimes of this world. Refraining from wicked activities, wicked foods, things that you've not, things that you're not supposed to be doing, man. Brothers are hip to these things. You ain't supposed to be eating no pork. You ain't supposed to be eating no other abominable things, shrimp and lobster and crab, for that matter. And you ain't supposed to be trying to pop no other brother's woman or things of that nature, man. Okay. Seeing that you have purified your souls and obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren, see that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently, being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible by the word of Yahweh, which liveth and abide forever. All right, which is straight fact, man. All right, and the old and the new and now, Yahweh are still in place, man. All right, all we can do is hope that we're meeting the standard that's been set. Okay, that's so that we can get through to the next, that our suffering and our continuance in this truth is good enough and at a level high enough of appeasing to the Lord, which we all should feel that we can't ever do that. All right. You can't do enough. Like brothers often say, there's not enough videos we could do. There's not enough prayers we could send up. So constantly in that state of trying to do more, man. Trying to do more. All right. Shalakia. For all flesh is as grass, and all glory of man as the flower of grass. The grass wither, and the flower thereof falleth away. All right. Basically, trying to please this world, man. The flesh is as grass, and the glory of a man is flower, man. But grass withers, and the flower falleth away, man. Our glory here in Babylon, our glory here, the things that you were glorifying in before you came to this truth, they don't matter, man. You can take in the example of when, one of these celebrities pass, or one of these, someone of great importance passes, falleth away. There's no glory here to be had, man. The Most High will wipe your glory out, man. All right. If your glory is vain, man, the glory is of Yahweh, man. All right, we'll get glory, we'll glorify in Yahweh, and then we'll be, and then when we get through to the other side, man, we'll worry about that later, man. There's no glory to be had here in Babylon. All right, but the word of Yahweh endureth forever, and this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you. Okay, and that was Peter. Let me jump now to go to Corinthians. Oh, that was Ephesians, but I was looking at this earlier anyway. But anyway, I'll get it here. The Spirit took me here, so I'll get it anyway. This is Ephesians 1 and 4. Not what I was totally looking for, but, it kind of plays into what I was getting at anyway. This is Ephesians 1 and 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, okay? Having precedented unto us the adoption of the children by Yahushua the Mashiach to himself, all right? Which the account of is in John, I believe it's 17, when Yahushua says, thine are mine and mine are thine, and they have been so since the beginning of time. Lord, this is where we all hope, man. This is where we all want to be, in that adoption of Yahushua the Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to praise of the glory of his grace, right? Not our glory, like we was on. Remaining humble, man, okay? To glorifying the Mashiach's glory and Yahweh's glory. That's why we say all glory, power, and honor unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? That's the whole message, man. We don't have no glory here, all right? To the praise and glory of his grace, wherein he hath made us accepted and beloved, okay? In whom we have redemption through for his blood, the forgiveness of sins according to the riches of his grace, wherein he hath abounded towards us in all wisdom and prudence. Right? That's why we pray for wisdom. That's why we pray for understanding. Right? Because we want the Most High to sprinkled his blood on the elect, man. That we were speaking of in 1 Peter's. All right? The Most High to sprinkle his blood on the elect. All right? To be protected and tried as gold is tried. Okay? So you got to know, in some of these situations, the Most High is going to pull you through. You gotta know in some of these situations that the Most High got something in store, man. All right? That's what faith is about, right? You know, you pray unto the Lord, and if your judgment comes about you, hey man, take judgment, take it, you know, the way we've been taught to take it, man. You just take that shit on the chin. All right, judgment is judgment. Yahweh's willing, so to say. Let's jump here. Having made known unto us the mysteries of his will, Yapa, according to his good pleasure, which he hath purposed in himself, that in the dispensation of the dispensation of the fullness of times, he might gather together in one all things in the Mashayah, before, or Salakia, both which are in heaven and which are in earth, even in him, in whom also have ordained an inheritance. An inheritance is, that's an important key word in that sentence. An inheritance is a birthright, man. All right, it's a birthright. It was promised and given unto who? Unto Jacob. All right, our inheritance is this kingdom, this coming kingdom that was promised to the elect in aforetime. So before the foundation of the earth, like we read back in 4 and back in Peter's. Okay, in whom also we have ordained an inheritance, being precedented according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will. Okay, that we should be to praise of his glory, who first trusted the Mashayah, in the Mashayah Yahushai, okay, in whom ye also trusted, after that ye heard the word of the truth. All right, the gospel of your salvation, in whom also after that ye believed, you were sealed with the Holy Spirit of promise. All right, which in earnest of our inheritance unto the redemption of the purchased possession, unto the praise of his glory. We are that purchased possession by the blood of the Mashiach, man. The elect of Israel, that the Most High promised to pull through to the kingdom, man. Lord willing, we are in that number, Akim. That is the point, man. To stay humble, remain humble, and understand that we were chosen to do this. We were out of all these other people, man, to push the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? To fill the world with the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Not the glory of yourself or the glory of another brother, the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Keeping a humble, lowly mindset, man. Not in the sense of being, ignorant, man, but of being in a constant, like a child, man, constantly wanting to learn, constantly wanting to understand, constantly praying, constantly maintaining a balance in your life between the suffering and the understanding of what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is trying to do, man. All right, us having those simple understandings makes it less difficult to maintain, man. All right, we're not like these other people in the world who, are always constantly questioning Yahweh, man, questioning Yahweh's will. We know what's going on. We see what the Most High is setting up. You see if you like a good fighter, man, who's watching another fighter set up combinations or something, man. The Most High about to lay this place flat. He about to lay this whole out. He throwing jabs and hooks and body shots, and his opponents, they don't understand where they're getting hit from. Whereas the brothers that have been ordained and have the sprinkling of this blood, the understanding to see, you like, damn, the Most High finna drop that nigga. let's get back in this. Cease not giving thanks for you, making mention of you in my prayers. Salakia, that Yahweh of our Mashayak Yahweh Shai, the Father of glory, may give unto you the spirit of wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of him, the eyes of your understanding being enlightened, that ye may know what is the hope of his calling, and what the riches of glory of his inheritance in the saints. All right, man, we can't, and I know we can't wait. Man, you should want Babylon to go down so that we can receive that inheritance, man. All right. And what is exceeding greatness of his power, and usward who believed according to the workings of his mighty power, which he have wrought in the Mashayak, when he raised him from the dead and set him in his own right hand in the heavenly places. All right. So when he showed you the power that he had over the things on earth, when he raised Mashayak from the dead and set him in the heavens, man. All right. For above all principality and power and might and dominion and every name Salakia, and every name that is named, not only in this world, but also in the world which is to come, and hath put all things under his feet, and give him all that is Salakia, and gave him to be the head of all things to the church, which is the body of fullness in him that fulfilleth all in all, that filleth all in all. All right, so the Most High and your Mashayak, man, they ruling over everybody, man. All right, now I can get that Corinthians Salakia. That other piece, man, was just, I guess the Most High just wanted that to come out. Let me go to Corinthians like I was looking for in the first place. All right. And I'm just going to go to 1 Corinthians 1 and just hit, I'll break this up, do another part to this. With that being said, the other part was just kind of jumped up. I was going to make this shorter, but I'll do another part to it. With that being said, first, I would just like to say, at the end here, Lord willing, this was somewhat edifying, just for brothers to, try and find, just a balance, man, trying to stay balanced, trying to stay humble, and keep the end game in mind, man. Keep in mind that Yahweh Shai's suffering, man, was for you to be in a position where you could do this. All right, for you to be in a position and be given the tools to understand and, just to continue to work, man, for brothers to continue to push. I find it, sometimes I find it difficult myself, but we got to continue to, maintain and continue to push, man, especially now at the end where all these prophecies are speaking out and speaking true. Like I said, Lord willing, this video was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashai. I would also like to give double honors unto the elders, the GMS, or the true leaders of Israel, whether you can accept that or not. And I would like to extend one more time a sincere shalom to all my Akim out there who are pushing this word to the four corners, four winds of the earth. To you brothers who I labor with and labor alongside, shalom, as well as a shalom to the elect, the scattered abroad, who the prophecy of the speckled bird applies to. Your forefathers go back to Negroes, Latinos, or Native Americans. To you I say shalom. All right, and a Abad Gabal.